Hello all and welcome back. So in this video, let us now move forward and now try to implement the print tree function. So in the last video, we saw that how we were able to define our tree as well as using Python tutor, we were able to see that the nodes in our trees are connected the way we want them to. Now again, it is of course not feasible every time that we will be drawing this kind of a visualization to see that how our tree looks like. For a tree which is a lot larger in size, we should have a function which can directly print it out that how a tree is looking. Okay. So great everyone. Now in the last video, we were able to see that how this is the overall implementation of my tree node. That is, we will be having a data and we will be having a list children, which will just have all the children which are particularly attached to this node. So now let us see how we will be doing the print tree function of our tree. Now, one thing to note here is that I told you in the starting as well that whenever we are given a tree, the best thing is that tree can be very nicely thought of this structure. So one second. Yeah. Tree can be thought of like this. Okay. Where each node has some subtree which is attached to it. Right. So instead of thinking of it as a node, what we have to do is we have to think that hey, each node it is having some children. And of course, each of these children is a tree in itself, right? So the same will help us to actually do a lots of questions and write lots of functions in tree because we can use recursion very easily there, right? So if you remember, the basic idea of recursion was that, hey, I will be writing the code and I will be making my problem smaller. So my aim is to print the tree, and because each and every node here is a tree in itself, I can use the same function and ask it to print for these trees, where I will be just working on the overall root node and I don't need to worry about any other, right? So let us see this everyone now. If this is the case, then what we can do is when we have to write our overall print function, we will just make sure that we handle root and call recursion on rest. So effectively this would mean that I would be just printing out the root and I will ask recursion that hey, go and please work on the other subtrees, right? And call recursion on the rest. Yeah, great. So let us try to code this everyone's now. This is the tree which we made in the last class. Let me we have created a separate file, but let me try to maybe copy this all. So moving forward, we will make a commons from this. That would be helpful. Now what I have to do is def print tree. Okay. And of course, we are doing it recursive only. So print tree should be fine. In tree, we will be using recursion a lot. So if you have not seen the module where I taught about recursion, will highly suggest to just go back, okay, and see what recursion does. Because again, the understanding is that you cannot do trees question if you don't know recursion. Okay, great. So here I will be getting a root, not a node, my bad. So I will be getting a tree node. Now I know that root dot data is where the value of my tree node is, right? So if it is 1, 2, 3, I know that this one second, yeah. So I know this 1 is saved in the data, right? Something which we saw here. Let me visualize it again. And let us move to the end. Second. So just before CEO, right? Great. So yeah, this was the tree we were getting everyone. Now, if you remember in our root node, we are having this data, which is 1. So to access the data, it is 1. Now, each of its children are tree node in itself. They are separate subtree. So what can I do? I can just say that, hey, print the root data and for each child in root dot children. Okay. Not root. Yeah, my bad, root. So we can just call recursion on them, right? So we can just call print tree each child. So if we see this effectively, what I have done, let me draw my overall tree. The tree was something like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? I have asked recursion that, hey, I will be printing on this. Please go and handle for this tree. Please print this tree, and please print this tree as well. And we will be able to get our volt tree printed out, right? So let us see the same, everyone. 1 second, yeah. So what we can do is, once we have done this, let me just check if we are missing something. Root data will be here, and then we are calling it. Should be fine. Okay, great. So this is the case. And what we can do, let us call this print tree with my root. I think I have defined a root, yes. So I have this root. And let me run this whole now. And I can see that I am able to get 1, 2, 3, 4. So let us understand how it would have happened, everyone. What exactly would have happened in the backend. So first, let me use a yellow color. Yeah. So we have a 1. Then we have a 2 here. Then we have a 3 here. And then we have a 4 here. Right? If I make it, yeah, right now, see. First, our code would have entered and it would have printed the root data. So I see 1 here. Then it would have run this loop and tried to call on each and every of my children. First call gets made to this 2. So I printed 2. Then again, it would have tried to run for children of 2, but here it is 0, right? So the loop, the way it works, because it is empty, it is not going to work and get returned. In a similar manner, what would have happened next? Because it would have returned from here, I would have called for 3. So 3, no children of 3 again, so we would have returned. And the last call would have been made for 4. So printed root 4, and we are able to see the same order. Okay. Now, though we are able to see each and every node in this particular print tree function via this particular print tree function, I still believe there is a problem. The problem is that, let's say, 1 second, yeah. So let's say, let me use yellow color only. I have a tree which is like this. Okay. You are going to get the same output, because let's see how the overall recursion is going to work here. First, you will come to 1. So we will print out 1. Then we will call for 2. 2 will be printed. Then we will see children for 2. Again, 1 children is there. So we'll print 3. We are going to return. This is going to return. And finally, we are going to go to 4. And this is going to be our output. So I hope all of you are able to see the problem which we have. The problem is that though this is giving us all the nodes which we want, the output is not unique. Oh, sorry, the output is not telling me which tree it is. So there can be multiple trees with the same overall output, right? So maybe we would like to have some more information through which we can say that, hey, this is the exact tree which will get printed. Okay, so something like this we should be using. Okay, so just think on this, everyone. Just try to think what more details can we add. It's going to be a little bit on the sense that in our print function, we will try some extra information which tells us that, hey, this is your tree. Something like that is what we will be aiming for. Okay. So let's meet in the next video and then we will see how we can make sure that we can get rid of this problem.